Hi there guys, Joel here from Aussie Chart Trends. Today's update is for Wednesday the 6th of March 2013. Today we're going to check out the S&P and then the Asx200. Before we get into today's update though, as per usual, I just need to remind you that the website and the video are for educational purposes only. Nothing stated at the site or in the video is intended to be used as any form of investment advice. I'm not a licensed professional. You need to make your own decisions regarding your investments. I'm just here to help anyone searching for a practical direction in today's markets. So firstly, we will take a look at the S&P, and guys, we've been looking at this inverted head and shoulders pattern the last couple of days. We've got this left shoulder here, our head, our right shoulder with our handle pattern here, and in last night's trade we've seen the markets move up over 15 points. There's two things to question now about the S&P. The first one being, is this little pattern here a little bull flag pattern, or are we setting up a move to come back down and retest that neckline around that 1525 level? Well, it looks like that we have formed a little bull flag pattern here, but it is a fairly common thing that the markets will eventually come back down to retest that neckline. But I do need to state that it's not a compulsory thing for inverted head and shoulders patterns to come back down to their necklines to retest support. So let's see in the coming day whether we come back down to backtest this neckline or whether this bull flag plays out and that we head on up to get to that expected target of around that 1564 level. Alright, let's take a look now at the Asx200. Oh, and one more thing that I'll mention is that we've got this little bull flag pattern here on this green line. Now what is this green line? Well, if we go to that 3-day chart, we can see here on the 3-day chart, this green line is the midpoint to this rising wedge pattern that we've been watching for a while. So guys, let's see if this green line acts as an area of support tonight. But if this top line breaks, we'll probably see a similar move to what we've seen in the Asx200 in today's trade, where we've seen this little bull flag pattern form. Alright, well, speaking of that index, let's take a look now at the Asx200. Okay, in yesterday's video update, we were discussing this little bull flag pattern and whether this pattern would actually play out. Now, guys, we clearly gapped on up today, and we got up to a high of around that 5,031 level before petering off back down to this 5,120 area that we've been eyeing off. And guys, we got under this area today, and we closed at around that 5,112 level. It's my suspicion that we are yet again creating another little bull flag pattern. So let's see if this little top line breaks in tomorrow's trade, and we can have a similar move to what we had today, where we had a nice positive day on the markets. Now the fact that we've broken out, now we've back tested this level, we've slightly got underneath that 5,120 area, and we do need to see a little bit more evidence there of strength. And if we can get over this descending little line here, well, we could then expect that we'll probably most likely head on up to tag this broken channel line once again. And as we can see back here, after breaking out of this channel, we've back tested it a number of times, and this area is now acting as an area of resistance. And if we can see a little bit of strength tomorrow, we would still have that target of around that 5,240 area, 5,250 area as an expected target out of this consolidation pattern. So in tomorrow's trade, let's see on opening whether we can get over this area in the first hour of around that 5,120 level, and whether we can maintain support around this area. And if so, well, we should start to move on up to around that 5,170 area before we find any level of resistance there on this bottom channel line. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up today's market update. I'll be back tomorrow with another fresh daily market update, and thanks very much for watching.